In 2009, the Hawaii Community Foundation embarked on a 5-year, $5 million initiative aimed at transforming education. A 5-year grant would support a cohort of schools by creating a professional learning community for training and learning cutting-edge practices from experts and each other. There would be funds to attend conferences and visit schools on the mainland, and the creation of an annual conference for public and private schools across the state. This transformative vision would be called Schools of the Future.
If we understand that the world has changed and that the children in our schools today need to know and be able to do different things than kids when we were in school, then we have to respond by changing the way teaching and learning occurs.
We were envisioning in our minds that this was going to be heavily about technology. It was about getting technology into the classroom, and that's what was important. And we quickly realized that the technology is only a means to an end.
For us, all technology is a tool. It's a means to teach kids how to do those 21st century skills, to help them think outside the box, to be more creative.
It's the enhanced ability of students to think critically, to communicate well, to be creative, to work collaboratively. Those are all really, really important skill sets in this century. So we tried to create a framework that occurred through these regular community of learners gatherings where we pulled the schools together once a quarter. We all went on the same summer trips. We did the annual conference. We had an online platform where schools routinely shared ideas. And so there was a framework, but within that we were trying to accommodate a lot of variability.
It's such a huge endeavor. And you're not just changing necessarily one thing about how you teach, you're really changing your pedagogy, which changes the way you approach education, which then changes not only how you do your day-to-day lesson planning, but what your goals are for your class. And it was really more about changing the way the educators educate.
There's no going back to teaching the way we learned in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. So education is really fundamentally changing.
We found over the years that the Community Foundation has wonderful professional people who have thought a lot about how to make the world a better place and make Hawaii a healthier community, make our schools, public and private and charter, more vibrant places where children can learn what they need to know and be able to do in the 21st century. So coming into the partnership, we knew that this was a good partnership.
The Schools of the Future grant has given us the opportunity to find colleagues at many schools, so I feel that I work in a social studies department with people to trade ideas. Even though I'm the single one at my school, I'm now in a community of those social studies teachers of other schools who can help each other become better educators.
We were a young school, and they brought us a rich trove of ideas at a formative time in the school's history. So they really catalyzed a lot of change for our school.
The communication back and forth between the school, HAIS, and HCF, and the willingness to hear ideas and let us try to do new things has been what has made it so successful. Without having had this opportunity, I don't think our school would have come this far this fast.
The partnership that we had with Hawaii Community Foundation, I think, is emblematic of the kinds of partnerships we need to have good education in our community. It's not just about private schools or public schools, it's the way any school is going to have to organize itself to have enough resources financially, to have enough resources academically, to have enough resources intellectually, to have enough resources ethically. Those things all are value added when you bring in partnerships from the community. And that's a 21st century model as well. Collaboration is the only way it's going to work.
In an evaluation of Schools of the Future, a survey of over 400 teachers who participated in the program found that more than 80% noticed a positive impact on students' critical thinking, communication, creativity, and collaboration skills. Over 90% have improved their effectiveness as teachers.
So I like to think of us as an organization whose goal is to connect organized resources with organized people, which is what we really did with, creating 21st century classrooms. We didn't invent the idea, but we created the right platform and the right conditions for that to happen.